everyone. Your fuzzy buddy, Humble George here. Now, this morning I went over to Alex's site. Now, I don't mean to keep pestering him all the time or mention his name constantly as like a groupie or some shit. That's not what I'm trying to do, as I'm old enough probably to be his dad. At any event, I I just had to tell him, man, don't monkey around anymore. Go get the content manager. One of my subs, a fellow named Bob, he asked me honestly in a comment, "What do you think, George? Should I really go get it, or what's the deal?" And I gave him a good and honest, lengthy explanation about the content manager, and I think that's what stuck in my mind as far as what I would suggest for Alex, because quite frankly, just to be able to have good and bad weathers alone is enough right there to completely endorse the content manager. But let's just for the sake of doing things. Now you see, I'm monkeying with this Marinello. Okay, let's open this up again. Now look at how nice this is. Wouldn't you like to be able to do this at a glance? Come right over here and see everything that you got, and it gives you some nice background of the mod that you're monkeying with. This mod has F1 hydraulic actuated transmission. Well, that's all dandy and good. I don't care particularly for the Clactron type of deals. I would rather shift it H pattern, but being a truck driver for so many years, I guess that's one of the reasons. So much to say this. Let's go pick a car which I have never, ever, ever done before. And this is I guess not the S1 edition, but this is the Maranello. Now let's do, I've never driven it, just installed it. This is what you do with the content manager when you get a brand new mod. It's not a Kuno's mod. Now Kuno's mods, as you all know, work from the get-go. There's no monkeying around with them. They just work. But don't get spoiled, because when you start putting other people's mods on, that's not the case. All right, come on over here and you'll see this little tool thing. Touch the little tool thing with your left finger, or your index finger rather. Right click your mouse and come down to analyze. We have an invalid weight right off the bat. It doesn't take into consideration that there's going to be a driver and there's going to be fuel. And this also gives us an opportunity to replace the sound. The fold, it shows you where the folder is. What? Let me show you. Boom. Here's the folder right here. And we can know in an instant that we do not have any ability whatsoever to monkey with this car. If we didn't, oh, look at this son of a bitch. This is the type of shit that grabs you. Get out of here. It's not that the thing just had a virus. It's the thing. When you have the type of antivirus that I have, which is extremely expensive, and you have to buy it every single year, which is expensive. Uh, Even with the thing paused because it completely screws up my content manager, might as well get that out of the way now. All you have to do is pause protection, and since you're right on this site, or you can unplug the internet and you don't have to worry about any of that nonsense. Let's get back to the case. The I'm sorry, I digressed, but I got let off astray. Um, the Assetto Corsa car tuner. That will allow us to get to the data folder, and so then we can start monkeying with stuff. Right here, the only thing we can do is we can look at the flames, and we can see that these are probably just bogus flames, if at all. Oh, they're halfway decent. No, there'd be something. I mean, we could enhance these flames if we want to. Easy enough. There's a mod to do it. And if I wanted to do it, it's easy. You just come over here to my documents, and let's open her up just a little bit more. And huge flames. It's as easy as that. Come on over. As if you put this mod in here, you can always go fetch them at a moment's notice when you're working on stuff. If you like to work on stuff, just copy, of course, unhighlight, come out of there, go back to where we have these rascals. Okay, let me open them up just a little bit more than that, so I got some bare naked ground to cover. Oh, come on. Don't be a pud puller. Where is that thing? Come back here. Squonk. Grab the edge of that Wango and open it. Okay? Paste. Yeah, we want to replace them. Boom. So these 5 files just got replaced. Okay? Dandy. What'll that do for us? Give us some big flames, man. Now what about skins? Here's our skins. They're happy skins. Let's what did we pick here? And look, you Azarilio, California. All right, well I'm sure I can't focus on it. That's early in the morning. So let's take a look. This is what we've got in here. We have headliner detail, dash detail. Oh, these are beautiful. Look at all these things. Carpet detail, car paint. So this right there shows you that this is an extremely moddable car. Extremely so. So let's just for shits and giggles have some fun with this thing right off the bat. Let's get out of there. Let's go to the carbon fiber key, just like this. Bingo. Let's snag that thing with a copperoonie. And just for shits and giggles, pop it right in here. We just added one more file. No big deal. 1025 KBs. Let's come out of here. We know which one it is. Let's just hang with this. Come back to the main gig. We just fixed that, so come on out of there. Now let's just go across. Now see, that's got a tan interior. This one seems to have gray. That has a reddish interior. That's nice to know. That's gray. That's gray. That's light. That's a pretty color. That's a little different than this one. See the interior? And that's different. So they're giving us options to play with. Okay, dandy. So there we have this one. Now let's go take a look at him. Never driven him before in my life. This is a brand new mod, just got it. Very good chance it's going to launch unless the sound is effed up, which is easy, so easy to fix. In fact, if it sounds anything like the other one, it's definitely getting the hook. I'm not going to listen to transmission whine for hours. No, it may be very much like the original car. Meh, it's gone. I ain't listening to that crap. Especially with headphones on, they'll drive you insane. Okay, let's take a look at it. Okay. Oh, that sounds horrible. Let me. All right, there. Calm that thing down. It was overdriven in the headphones. Okay, here's our brand new car. We can't see other than it looks pearl that did anything for us. Oh, let's take a look at what we could do. Pit stops, generic. Brake power, okay, is 100%. So here's where we have to make our. Oh, we want brake power. We just don't have the ability to adjust it. We can adjust the toe. That's all we can adjust? All right, that's dog shit. 30 liters. Let's jack her up a little ways. Tires. We have semi-slicks or we have street. Okay, 9 out of 10 they're trash, but let's just go with it. I'm not here to pick apart the guy's work. Let's just take a look. And here's what we got. We got 6 gears, and we can set it up, but I'm not going to monkey with it. Okay. Oh, this one is a floor shift. Oh, how nice. Oh, yeah, sure it is. There's the thing right there. All right, let's take a peek-a-rooney. What we got to look forward to, we got a dark interior, and we got a place where you can strap your luggage down. If you can get a nice Swedish girl to sit in that seat with you, you can go rambling through the hillside. All right, the other one had a Clackatron transmission. All right, we're already starting to hear that transmission whine. It's not as bad as the other car, so it's not quite as annoying. whine. Almost. I like the rest of the sound. I like the back off sound. I can hear the thing popping in the background. Now here's the nice part about this. Oh yeah, this is very handleable. You would like this car right off the bat. Still think those bushes look a little suspicious to me. Some hippie stuck up there and got a crown. Don't worry about the other tracks. I have other tracks, but I'm trying to get used to this one. Spa, used to in Gran Turismo, give me nothing but trouble. Those cars handle like shit anyway, but you couple that with my inability to drive very well, you've got a real recipe for a lot of cussing. Whoa! I hit that a little hard. I'm not sure I like that in-gear clack noise, but this is the first initial shakedown of the car. Most cars don't go up anywhere near $7,000, so it almost sounds like a Ferrari. Now in top gear, it is practically gutless. You can stomp this sucker till your calf looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger. You ain't going anywhere, bud. It peters right out fierce. But we survived the initial shakedown. Bring it over and park the thing for a minute. I mean, if you really second anything. Torment the poor thing, you can, but it's really got no balls to speak of. I mean, it'll never go to the Brahma Bull stage. Let's put it that way. We're still down there in the feeble mouse stage. All right, but this is what we've got. Actually, I think that did something nice for the paint. And I wondered what these pimples were on the side of the other car. They must be little lights, but they don't work, unfortunately. I kind of like this little flare, and I like the way the handle is. I can almost hear that squirrel, man. I can hear him. These tasks. Why you have to be so critical with all these things? You know, brilliant. Now look at the flames. Aren't they better? Look at them leaping out of there. Much better than they would have been. I know, here we go, he's moving the sun again. Well, doggone it, the thing looks creepy, don't you think? I mean, it don't look right. I mean, how do we know what it looks like if we don't get the light right? You know, that's the deal. If it's, I mean, also I've got a filter on this that really reacts to the light in a strange way. I'm not I like it because it really is beautiful, but I'm not 100% sold. All right, now let's get this one to drop down low. That's the wrong low. All right, let's get it. Not that happy. Okay. Oh, we overdid it. Sorry guys, I know this is a pain in the ass, but now let's take a look at the car. I like the paint personally. Now it's not metal flake, but not everything has to be. I mean, it's got a nice shine to it. The interior's dark, but okay, so this is what we've got. It seems to be a happy little car. What does it look like going down the road? Is it a happy little car going down the road? Let's see. Alright, that's what it looks like. It's got nice wide tires in the back. I kind of like that. Alright, here we go. We're not going to look at the whole thing. Don't worry, I got a lot of ground to cover today in this video. I just want to hear it. It's believable. It sounds like a factory for some elite businessman who makes a shit ton of money, because you're going to require that. Alright. Yeah, right off the bat, you take a look at the car. It looks nice. You must take the engine in the front, because why have a breather to get air on your luggage? The tires appear if we go to the F1 mode. Tracking in the back is kind of like a Mini Cooper and a Porsche. That helps it to corner, while the front is more upright and stable, which can lead to sliding, but gives you a great deal of rubber touching the road at any one time, which is nice if you want to steer the car. This is all part of a shakedown that I do when I look at a car and see if I want to invest any time to make it nice. And this is pretty cool. But you say, well, what if I wanted a different license plate? Or what if I wanted to be able to change the interior color of the car? Well, if you want to be able to do that stuff, you know doggone well you can't do that in the Settle Corse stock. At least I don't think you can. But if we come over here and we go back to the cars thing, and let's see, where are we? We are at the Ferrari Moderna, not Moderna. Oh, where is it? I had a hell of a time finding it myself. I still don't see it. Wait a minute. Maybe we can. This will 575M. I'll be doggone. I don't see this son of a bitch. Oh wait, yes I do. Right there. See, it's under STS rather than Ferrari. I would never have seen that. Okay, let's open that rascal up. Let's go to this. Now this is what we're using as the top one right here. So let's just take and make a copy of it. Let's pop it right in here. Just a copy of the same deal. See it show up over here? See it? Okay, well that's the one we're going to monkey with. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's choose this one. Okay. Now let's come on over to the CM showroom. Just one click with your index finger brings us right up here. Now bring this little palette up so we have room to monkey. Let's bring this down. I just have a feeling you're going to like this. Now see how sweet that little kit is? Beautiful. Let's go to skin editing mode. Let's go to paint car. Now notice all of a sudden we have a completely different color. Okay? And it looks like we can do two things. Even the windows. Can you believe this? Transparency. So in other words, you could take the windows and you can darken the windows down, or you can have them very light. We're going to have them light. And look at the color of the transparency. You can adjust. Oh man, come on. You got to be serious. You can adjust how dark. This is the first time I've ever seen this, so this is news to me. And you can have the color of the tint. So you could actually go apeshit, but I would like to be able to see. So quite frankly, I'm going to get it up here. That didn't sound right. But I'm going to get it to where we can actually see what we're looking at. I'm not really into the big window gig. But right for now, let's get out of there so we can see. I want to make sure I don't screw the thing up. Let's go to more flakes than what we've got. Okay? And let's go up here and we'll check out the color of the car. Okay, we have an ability now to monkey with this. Alright, let's take a look at the kid. Alright, actually that's not a bad color right off the bat. And I'm not making any comments. I don't know why certain people seem to be able to grab a color and run with it, and we all now can't use it anymore. But this was blue to start with, so let's come on up here. I don't know if we don't know if we've had any yellow ones, and what color yellow. Now see, you can't do this without the content manager. So if you're paying attention at all, I mean, you could come up with some pretty amazing looking colors. I mean, that's kind of a strange. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's very very dark and almost sinister. Uh, but take a look at that. Now, obviously, you could turn the car and take a look at it, um, and you could see how they did the tracking and everything. That is really quite strange. I mean, it almost looks like a Hot Wheels car from the old days. So let's not monkey with that right off the bat. Let's fix this. Wait a minute. What did we just do? This ain't it, is it? No, it isn't. Where the hell are we? This is it up here. Okay, this just helps to know what the hell you're doing. Now, we don't have any greens. Now look at that. Now suppose you wanted to have a cool looking green like that. You know, that looks pretty sharp. Well, let's just progress. Now remember it was blue to start with, but you can have different shades of blue. It's kind of almost a bluish green. You know, a sea foam. Now that's a pretty color. It's it's kind of creepy, but not 100%. All right, so let's go with the sea foam just for shits and giggles. Now let's go for the color of the interior leather. Uh-oh, we can't go to... All right, this is not going to be all that moddable, I can tell you right now. Some of them you can, some of them you can't. That's really kind of a shitty color anyway. All right, this ain't looking promising, guys, unfortunately. I think we can't do shit for the color of the interior. At least not right here. But we did get the car a different color. Some, as I told you, you can, some you can't. Now, we're back to this window transparency gig. And I'm going to put it to 100% and just call it a day. I don't know why we can't see jack shit. And that does not help at all. That even makes it worse. You got me swinging. I don't know what to tell you about this. I tell you what I would do, since I think I'm going to screw the car up, I'm going to leave it alone. Okay, so this is what we got. Just a very simple thing. Now you say, well, what if we wanted the tracking different? Well, you just simply come up to this car parameters, and now it goes, rats, it goes back to the same color it was. You know why? Yeah, because you didn't save it. This is true. Let's go back. Modify current. Okay, just bear with me for a second. I did screw that up real fast. I don't even know why I'm going to bother with that, but we can just see how fast we can get back to exactly where we were. I didn't save it, so that's my fault. That is not quite the color. It needs a little more blue. There we are, sort of. I mean, you can have just a pearl. A pearl. No, that ain't bad. What do you think, guys? Just a light pearl? Now, if you had the ability to put several of these rascals together, that would be really cool. You know, this layer and then a pink and then you know, you could layer them and it would be very pretty. But at this stage of the game, Windows transparency completely 100%. Okay, hey, you can do that. Beautiful. See, I just learned something. You don't have to have a color. You can hit 100% and it's going to be fine. Okay, everybody's happy. I'm going to hit save as new. Boom. And skin ID. Let's give it a change the name. You can't. Okay, well, why can't you? Well, don't worry about it. Just nail it. Boom. Okay, we got a new skin. And it's thinking about it. Okay, we did it. It's right there, right at the edge. Now we can go up here and hit this thing. See, we got this, we saved our color. Okay, now what does this give us the ability to do? Well, we can turn the lights on. We can turn the engine on. I don't hear shit, but you can do it, supposedly. Um, oh, maybe because I've got the thing turned off? I don't know. Maybe the sound is fucked up. It got me swinging. But a lot of times you can do that. As far as opening the doors, if they're animated, you can do that, which they're not. The wipers even will work if they're animated, but they're not. We can align it just like this. We can see where it is right now. And we can align the sucker. So let's, first of all, let's get it, this little slider down to where we can do something with this thing. Okay, let's do the front width. Let's bring them puppies out a little bit. Let's do the rear width. Bring those puppies out a little bit. Let's not go ape shit. Let's just give us a little something. Now we go to the Y base in the rear and we bring it down to where it's going to be happy. Okay? And we surely don't want it a high boy. So we're going to bring that down. Give it, you know, this is going to be a sport car. And you want a little bit of room. You don't want to dig it in, but you want a little bit of room. And actually, the tracking doesn't look bad. Okay, how bad is it? It's not terrible at all. If anything, I might want the front camber to be just a tiny bit angled funny. You say, yeah, it's funny, Humble, you usually don't do that. Why they do that, it's a little too much, is because the car tends to handle a little better. You know, you go up like this, you slide like a bastard. Just the tiniest little bit. Now, a real professional would be able to tell you how, to what degree and how many degrees he did that, why he did it that way. But me, I don't know that shit. I just go by eye. Okay, you like that so far? She's a little lower to the ground. Should be more stable. If we bring the tracking in, we probably could lower it all the way down like a California low rider. But I don't want to do that necessarily. It really doesn't work. It doesn't work. Nope. Well, how about the horn? Nothing. Well, to each their own. Let's save it just like this. Now what it's going to do is write us a brand new KN5 file. So our KN5 file is going to go in the trash. And whatever the car was originally, check your trash because that's where you'll find it. Now if you want a wireframe, as I've showed you in the past, this is the way to do it. And you can really get a real good idea of what's going on and what did you change and where are things with a wireframe. It just looks friggin' cool. And this gives you some insight on how they build the car. They link all these tiny little, it's just a nightmare of hard work, I'll tell you that right now. It's gotta be. Look at all these little honeycomb deals. Are you shitting me? Somebody had to link every single one of these bastards together. Just blow you away, the hard work. Hard work. So for us, for me or anybody else to give it a bunch of shit, it doesn't do you any justice. It just shows how ignorant you are. These people work real hard. All right, let's get out of here and let's see if anything happened. Good enough. So there's the old one. and there's the new one. So it's just a little bit different. Now another thing you can check right here. Your we got 380 horse, and we're losing 13%. So we can actually bring it down to 380 horse at the crankshaft or on the wheels, or we can have tons of horsepower on the brake horsepower, but it ain't doing shit for the wheels. So let's bring it down like this. Oh, I overdid it. Okay, hang on. Take it easy. Okay. Yeah, to go ahead and do that. So that adjusted something, and let's see if this raw power actually did anything. Yeah, it did a little bit. No big deal. And then, of course, this gives you the information that you would want. And let's go check it out and see if anything changed. Did it make it better? Did it make it worse? What's the deal with it? And of course, right now we're stuck with the same driver that we had before. Most people couldn't give a rat's ass if it has that driver in it. But if you want to make the car just the way you want for yourself, the ability to do different things comes in handy. Now let's take a look at the paint. Remember, it had no metal flakage, and of course now I jacked it right up to 100%. So we'll see if it looks any different. All right, back to that nasty sound in my headphones. Okay. Now, did we save the other setup? Of course not. Oh, we ain't gonna sweat it. Let's just go. Alright. Let's just get up here. Obviously, how's the car handle? Is it any better? Let's take a look. Did it really change, or is everything the same? As far as I can tell you, those friggin' wheels didn't move one jack strapping iota. What about the paint? I don't see any metal flake. So that's negligible. And since we can't, with this particular model, right off the bat get in and adjust the numbers. Oh, wait a second. Let's do something I haven't thought about yet. Watch this. You know, remember the old days when you used to you would install a new program on your computer, and you'd always have to get out of the thing and come back to the thing. Let's see if this makes any difference. Let's get out of the thing. Let's come back to the thing. Okay? Sometimes that makes a difference. And let's go grab the little kid again. He don't look any different to me. Okay. Well, there is another thing we can do. If you happen to have on your computer this handy little program that you've seen me use from time to time called the Assetto Corsa Car Tuner. Let's just go and get an instance of this. I used to get like 5 of them, but boy, did I screw things up in a heartbeat. I mean, it's just too much. So let's go and see. Now this is connected to your current car installation folder. So if, like I told that other fellow, you can have more than one car folder, you just can't have it named the same thing. Okay, remember it was named funny? We were doing the stock one, so there it is right there. There's our happy color. Now we got to name it something new. So what do we call this thing? M. M-A-R. Oh shit. At least I can do this. Okay, the Humble George edition. Now just hit create tune, think, and there's a ton of shit we could do here. advanced tuning, car weight, whether it's four-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, final drive, brakes, swap engine, swap sound. We could do a whole bunch of stuff, but I prefer not to right here. So let's go back. Now we do have to get it. It's a different car, so we have to go and fetch it. Now there will be a Humble George. That ain't it. Well, that's cool. I didn't even know that was there. There it is right there. There's our Humble George edition. And here's our happy color. Now let's go get the little critter. Let's see. We got to use the snifferoonie again, just in case something went awry when we monkeyed with it. One invalid weight. Okay, we can use the UI to fix it, fix the data. We can hide it and say to hell with it. We like it the way it is. So we're going to go ahead and fix it. Now the sound, I wasn't overjoyed with the friggin' sound, so let's come up here and we can pick whatever car we want. It doesn't have to be a Ferrari, it can be whatever you want it to be. So let's come on over here and let's go to the Honda right there. JR's Racing 2000. Now that is a little sweetie heart of its own accord. You would do yourself a favor to snag that rascal. And sometimes you can even grab skins from one car to another and they actually work when you put them on the other car. However, all we're doing is grabbing the sound, which I just did. So now, let's go take a drive of this puppy and we will just see if it loads. That's your first step when you're doing this. Will it load? Because no sense investing 5 hours into the thing and it doesn't work at the end. I hope you do enjoy these informative type of deals. Now look down here, Maranello 575 Humble George Edition. So we know we're working on the proper car. These are steps you need to do because the other day I made so many adjustments on this car and I was adjusting a car, but it wasn't the one I was looking at. I go, what the? Why doesn't this work? Sounds different, doesn't it? Yes. What are we able to do? Nothing more than before. Tires. I like to drop a couple of pounds off the back ones. It seems to work. Gears unadjustable. Here we are. Don't worry about it. Okay. Oh, it sounds a little nicer. Alright, first things first. I'm getting a little claustrophobic from the view I've got right now. So let's back this shit off a little bit. Look down on myself and I can see I gotta come over a whisker. I've got those. Okay, now we're happy. Now bring this down a little bit, human size. Alright, now we can look around gently. Remember, you guys with the VR, don't put the rest of the guys in a puke mode. Okay, I don't think that's right even yet. Let me hit this thing to get me back to normal. That's happy. I would like to be able to see over this, but it doesn't feel right. That feels better. Okay, save it and we're done with that. Okay, everybody's happy so far. Pardon me, holy shit. Alright. Alright, let's take a peek at this little rascal. So, oh, you're nodding to me. I like that. Alright, so here's the... Get out of there. Here's the deal. We didn't do jack shit for this thing. I can tell you now. We got our flames, though, if we like the color of them. I like the sound of it. You can hear the sound of the muffler. Seems hollow. Alright, let's fix the friggin' sun. I wish I could just have it be the right time off the get-go, but you never can. You can get it close. Alright, hang on. Look at that shit. I liked it better the other way. I know, what a pain in the ass. Have you got to monkey with us every single time we watch a video? No, that's fine right there. But if you're gonna watch the damn thing, you might as well see if... Alright, do you see any metal flake? Damn little. Kmart lights. Wait a minute. Yeah, there's a tiniest bit of metal flake. Mostly it's pearl. Okay, let's get on with it. See, it ain't going any farther than right there. Right to the wood, that's it. Now why would I have a freaking tachometer that goes up to 10 grand, but the car has no ability to go to 10 grand? Well, that shit's gonna come to a friggin' halt right here and now. Okay, Humble George is getting... Oh, suck up. No, you don't have to do that, actually. Just go somewhere. I'm so sick of that bullshit. Any of you guys know how to fix that, let me know, because I'm gonna castrate that mother in a hurry. Okay, so here's what we got. Let's get out of here gently. First of all, let's make sure we got the right car. That's Skins. No, we don't have the right car. This is the right car right here. Because now we can get in here and do some things. Like textures, like these flames. Let's take a look at them. Are they the happy ones that we liked before? They're okay, but they're not fabulous. What are you talking about, Humble? I'll show you. Let's get out of here. Come on. Let's get the show on a road. I could do this. I've done it so many times that it really goes pretty fast, and you won't say, oh man, why am I watching this bullshit? Okay, come on. Large. Okay. See this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. What if we want to keep these bastards along with it? Let's rename it. Let's put an O. O1. Next. Rename. O2. Next. Rename. O7. Next. You got the dig. After a few times of repetition, you get the hang of it. Now see, these are a different name. That means now we can come over here and just grab these suckers, the whole shooting match, copy, and paste. Bammo. We got... You could start a fucking forest fire. Anyway, we got flames. Okay? Dandy. But we don't have these little display on and offs. Now why that is beyond me, but generally speaking, you should have these. So let's slap these bastards in there right now, and we've got them. Now we've got happy flames. Now let's go to the data right off the bat. Let's take a look at our car. This is what we've got. Do we really need it to say twice the same thing? No, we don't. So what we're going to do is get rid of... No, come on. Just this one. There. Now it's just going to say what it should say. Let's take a look at what we got. We got a steering lock of 396. Now, why in the world it would be a strange number like that is beyond me, but we're going to leave it for now. Let's increase our ability to go someplace with a 121, just because that's what I do. If you ever see a car and you look in there and it says 121, it's a car I worked on. I just do that. It used to be... That was the house number where my mom died. And so why the hell I do this is an idiot gone to seed, but I do. Alright, now let's take a look at that suspension. Where is that son of a bitch? Here it is, right here. Oh, what a mess of shit this is. Alright, well, be that as it may. Let's get something we can work with. Okay, front. Tracking. Okay, this isn't going to be as bad as I thought. This isn't going to be bad at all. There's the rear tracking. Haha, we're in good shape. So see, the numbers aren't the same. Okay, and we want to adjust it somewhat. Okay, let's take the 3 and jack it up to a 9. So now we're going to take, and that was this letter right here. 3 to 9 is 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So now we want this to be a 4, and we want this to be a 6. Okay? Bing. Crosby? Whatever. Now we know damn well what we just did. So, before we forget what we just did, we're getting the hell out of here and saving it. Now, we could go back and take a look at it the way it is, or we could continue. I'd like to get this show on the road, so let's take a look at the tires. Another complete and total mess of shit, and that's because I've got an outdated Assetto Corsa car tuner. I guess the new one, which I should probably get, will not F these up to the degree it just did, but we can, oh, it's a pain in the fucking ass to straighten it out, but we can do it. But we're not going to right here. We're just going to give it tires. Come here, copy, and paste. Where's paste? Right there. I'm going too fast, forgive me. Let's get that out of the way. Come on. We'll get this show on the road. Say, but Humble, what was wrong with those tires? What we're going to do to this car is going to destroy those tires real quick. Okay, here we are. This is the deal. Oh, what a pain in the ass. Front, that's all we need to know. Front. Here's the width. They're 255s, no big deal. But we don't care about the width. What we do care about is the radius is a 0.33. Let's look at ours. Radius 0.30, and it's got to be easy. Just slap a 3 on there. Bam. That's the end of that. Change. Now, as I've told you before, these things can get out of hand. So rim radius is 0. Well, it could be simple enough to just grab the son of a bitch. The old Control C, pop it, come up here, because this is what we're working on. Control V. Now we've got exactly the same thing. Come back up here, clack it. Move to our angular inertia, 192. Angular inertia, 17. No, it's going to be 92, just like this one says. Rate's 500, so that's no big deal. I don't have to understand these numbers. I just have to make sure that the bastards match, which is exactly what I'm doing. Now, the rate is important, and we're going to grab that son of a bitch the same way we did the last one. Okay, come on down. This is very important, and we put this information right in there. We're done with that one. Leave the rest of the horse shit alone. That's up now. What do we got in the front? 400s. They're nice and wide. We got 800s in the back. Let's go now and fetch a set of back tires for it. Now we got to search like a bastard, or poor little mouse, or some effing thing, to find out anything that says rear tires out of this mess of shit, which is amazing that it even works. Do you see anything that says rear tires? Yes. Rear. Semi-slicks, good enough. Don't worry about the width. That's changeable. 0.33 is the radius. Oh, look at that. How do you get out of that? Just clip this son of a bitch off. We got it. Okay? Remember, clack the son of a gun. Come over to this one. A 0.254. A 0. We can write it in just as happy as not. 0.254. Beautiful. Now, where are we? Right there. Angular inertia. Now look, it's changed. It's a 2 point. Now that is different. 2.01. 2.01. I can hear you. Why are you going through all this horse shit, Humble? You're wasting the whole day. No, I'm not. Because you're going to see, if you want a Humble George car, Humble George has to build it, or you have to learn how to do it. And then it will be humble whoever you are, car. But I'll tell you two things. One, don't forget to do this because I'm talking. And two, you will get a great deal of joy out of this shit. Now, we're done. So, we get rid of those. Now, this is going to ask me, because I've changed it, if I want to save them, which I do. Now we can take my trash can, bring it over closer, because these suckers are history. Adios. Put in our new ones, which are going to work. Now, look at this crap. This is a wing animation and a couple of these little bastards. You wonder why this thing don't work with the shit? Well, it wasn't bad, but let's go to wing and body and look at all these sons of bitches right here. We got, now you can't always do this because it can totally hose the car. I'll tell you that right off the shit and get-go. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a new folder, and it's going to say WINGLUTEZ, and it's going to say 575. 575. Okay, because that's the car we're working on. Let's open them up gently. Come on, squirrel. Open. Oh, what are you going to give me a hard time? All right, now come over here, and we're going to leave wing animations alone, but we're going to grab these two things right here. We're going to cut them, and we're going to paste them up here, just like that. Boom. Now, worse comes to friggin' worse. You've got these bastards, okay? But in lieu of it not going worse to worse, check this shit out. Copy. We don't want to cut this. We're going to paste it right here. This thing will stick to the road like a frickin' burdock to your dog's bollocks. I'm telling you right now, this is going to be a freaking huge difference between either it slides all over the place or it clings like a son of a bitch. If you like to slide, that's your business, but I would rather cling. Okay, let's take a look at this. Entry. Let's jack this to a 9 so we can hear the tires squeal to beat hell. Backfire. Mega Gas 3. Let's jack it to 8. Eric Wispelway said that's the max, so that's what we're going to do. The rest of it, it's happy. Mostly, it's engine position will always say rear. Now, why the hell that is beyond me. Well, unless you have a rear-wheel car, obviously. Okay, flames. Okay, intensity 30. Well, we just jacked that to 90. Okay, let's go. You know, Americans like big. Not big, chunky necessarily, but big. All right. Oh, what a pain in the ass this is. All right, but there wasn't that much to it, so let me show you how to fix this. There's two keys you're going to need on your keyboard. One is the back key and the other is the delete key. Okay? Make a division right there and hit the back key. Make a division right here and hit the back key. Make a division right here and hit the back key. Make a division here and hit delete, 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 delete. Now hit the back key. These little bastards have to be on that side. Now come over to here, hit the back key. Go to here, hit the back key. Go to here, hit the back key. Now hit it again. Go to here, back key. Here, back key. Alright? I'm not going to keep saying it because I'm getting sick of hearing it myself. So you just see what I'm doing. Watch. You learn how to do this after a length of time. You know where to divide the son of a bitch, and then you got it. I know it seems like a pain in the ass. It is a pain in the ass. Don't worry about it. In a few minutes, this shit's going to be readable. It'll go from unreadable bullshit to readable bullshit, and we need readable bullshit right now. Always when you see the brackets, make sure that the brackets stay on both sides of whatever it is you just monkeyed with. This is how you straighten these bastards out so you can understand what you're doing. It's already confusing enough in many respects, but if you don't straighten the son of a bitch out, I mean, it's like schoolwork. Okay, kids, come on in. Here's your assignment. Here it is up on the blackboard. Straighten this son of a bitch out. Oh, what the fuck? We're going to be doing this for how long? Well, it's either you want to pass the class or you can go now. Go on home. I'll just fail your ass, and that's the end of it. When everybody goes to the next grade next year, you can stay here and figure out whether you want to do this or not. Okay? I used to be one of those kids who would look at that and say, F this. I got to take a shit. I'll see you later. Then I'd get out into the hall, right down to the door, haul ass home, say to hell with this bullshit, and play with Hot Wheels cars all day. Okay? That's probably one of the reasons I got a shitty education. So I don't suggest making a habit of that. It didn't mean I was unintelligent, it just means I didn't choose properly. But I did have a hell of a lot of fun, and the hell with it. Okay. Now remember how you got to do this right here? It looks dodgy. It isn't necessarily. But you can't even clip one of these little sons of bitches, or you're totally rogered. Now we're almost done, because once you see the generic deal, you know that you're coming down the home stretch, and that's the way it is. So remember, what I'm doing that you can't see is I'm selecting, and then I'm hitting with the index finger on the left mouse button, and that is what's allowing me to do this. So this is what we're doing, and then of course you mouse wheel it so that you can get to the next thing, and we're almost done. We're real close. And you'll say, Humble, why in the world did we go through all this bullshit? Dudes, do you want to learn to do this or don't you? It's as simple as that. If you know another way to make this happen other than what I see, you can't do it there. You see that blinking? It's got to be right on the right spot. Okay, we're coming down the home stretch. I'm pretty sure. Oh, fuck. No, we ain't. Now, why'd he put generic up here? That's not where generic goes. It goes at the friggin' bottom. We're screwed. We got a long ways to go. Okay, now that you guys have left, come back when I'm done, and you'll understand. Well, you won't understand because you didn't see me do it. Oh, what a pain in the friggin' balls. The guy puts the thing in the wrong place. Nothing like thinking that you're in the last lap and there's 15 friggin' laps to go. That's you lean back and then wonder why everybody blows your way. Yeah, this is the kind of deal. My arm's already going to sleep from holding it at a funny angle. All right, not that I want to complain, but what here we go. Tab alignment. You don't want a name there. You want to go this way. Bing, right front. Oh, what a pain in the ass this is. Yeah, well, see, that's why you right off the bat you make your evaluation. Do I want to invest enough time into this son of a bitch, or is it a shitty mod to start with? After a while, you say, I ain't working on those shitty mods. It's just like the old days being in a band. Do I really want to play Sally, Ride Your Friggin' Mustang? I mean, everybody does Sally's friggin' Mustang. Do I really want to spend 30 hours learning the son of a bitch to play it and not even enjoy playing it? Or would I like to learn something by the Rippingtons with, so it's going to be a jazz song, it's going to be a hard song, but if I'm going to invest any time in it, what the hell is going on here? We can't be done. Are we? I guess we are. But this is really screwy. I'm telling you right now. This is a screwy bastard. Yeah, we're done. Okay. So this is what we've got. Now that you can actually read it, gear set 0. I'm not crazy about that. I would rather not have to screw around with it. So we're going to hit a 1. Now, sometimes by doing that, you render everything else completely dog shit. Some cars will let you do it, some won't. So let's go right now before we do anything more. Get out of here. Let's just minimize this. Let's go see if the car runs. Okay? Let's hit drive. You can see up above the car the name, but it says it twice. Remember we just took that out of there? See? Now down here you have it only once. to the right hand lower side. It tells we've got version 10 tires. Did we screw that up to the point where the car will now not load? No, it's going to run. Okay, that's all we needed to find out. Now, get right out of there. Just hit close. We can leave that in the background if you want to. There's data. There's our setups that we just did. Okay, now in this case, we probably, Bing, skins, parts. Okay, now let's go over here to setups. See, his tires and my tires are not going to be the same. All this stuff looks similar, which is happy. The tires, because we're using a different kind of tires than they're going to use. So right off the get-go, what we can do is just start and just nail everything, because we're going to get all the goodies that I like. No problem. Usually I don't nail the generic too, but this one is screwy. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and Control C this, and then right from here we're going to be very careful to leave that and hit paste. Alright, now we've got a little bit of a situation on our hands. There's the generic deal. Okay. There's another generic deal. We got two generic deals and they're not the same at all. We got toe and all this bullshit under alignment, but we're going to have two alignments. Because my alignment is right here. Okay? And get rid of this alignment, which is no big deal. Just come here, hit delete, boom. That's the end of that bullshit. Now, max 110. No, we just upped it to 21. Remember? Okay, now let's make sure we don't have two generics, because that would put us in deep shit right quick. But we shouldn't have. So you got to pay attention, or there's a real good chance you're going to hose the piss out of it. No, we're good to go. You just can have only one generic. Now, we're going to have the ability to go up there and monkey with this thing. Now remember, the bastard would not go up to a decent amount. Oh, look at this trash. I mean, it isn't trash. Some poor bastard spent freaking months working these numbers out to the nth friggin' degree. Look at that. It stops right here. Okay, I appreciate your hard work. Sorta. Didn't we have another folder somewhere? Yeah, we did. It's called wing loots. Okay, well, I'm going to wing this power loot right into the wing loots and get rid of the son of a bitch. Now let's come over here and do we really want to go up to 15.9? Probably not. But what if we use less power? We can come over here and bring it up to 10.5, and it's got some good husky horsepower to it. Want to bring her to 10.5? Shit, yeah, let's do that. Okay, copy, and boom. Now we got our ass a serious car. However, by giving us a serious car like that, now everything else is going to go apeshit. Our suspension is going to take a horrible rogering because it's not built for this shit. We're going to screw this right up. The torque is 650. We will smoke that bastard quicker than a hippie with a new joint. Let's get rid of that. Boot, your history. Engine, you've been nice, but not that nice. Adios. Let's go get Nathan Biddle Combi's ass-kicking four-wheel drive transmission that he uses on the little Cooper. We got 6 gears, extremely high rear end, or differential. You got to be careful these days. This is going to be too much for it, so let's give it 2477. That'll probably slip. Here's our shift window is 1,000. If you're an old codger like me and can't move that fast, that's what's nice. Did we put an engine in it? No, we probably should do that. Let's slap a nice engine in there. Copy and paste. Now this is the IWAS treatment. I was 12 years old when I fell in love with cars. Okay, let's look at this. 440 is not enough. Let's go to 1440, 17,000 for the limiter. We'll never hear that son of a bitch again. 25, 25, 5, 5, 7, 9. Let's make this, let's do it this way, kid. No, you don't want all that. Give me 10. 10,000 is the top where that's going to be. Let's jack this one to 9. Let's jack this one to 7. 5 is cool. 25 and 25, that's too strong on the bottom, but we can do it like this. Let's do it like this. 15, 25, 5. We're going to have ourselves one ass-kicking ride. Go ahead and save the bugger. Now, what'd you think of the driver? Come on, ass cheese. Oh, excuse me. I didn't care for the friggin' guy. Boot. Let's Ferrari driver custom extreme. Let's grab this driver right here and put him in there. Copy, and we got a new driver. You know, you got to be able to fire the idiots. 425 is. Didn't we have a strange number on the car for the steering? We did. 396. That's a good engine, but a hell of a weird steering thing. All right, 396 it is. I didn't seem to have a problem with it. So where the hell are we? Where's our driver? Probably under D's, knucklehead. Okay. We could have a 427. Do it. 396. All right, so the driver now, and here's all the happy bullshit that the driver can actually have. And I'm glad you reminded me, because the son of a bitch ain't shifting worth an F. Invert shifting hands, no, but he ain't clacking the friggin' thing neither. He's not shifting. Well, I'll have to look at that another day. We ain't gonna sweat it. Okay, the driver is new. What about these brakes? Did you seem to like them? 2850s, cockpit adjustable, no, but we're gonna fix that. Hook these bastards. Oops, get up in there. Let's go get some brakes for this puppy. I hope you're still with me, because we're going to get to drive this in a minute. What was it, 28 something? Well, we can just throw a 2 there and we get a little extra foot power. And it is adjustable. Cockpit adjustable 1. I don't know why you wouldn't want to be able to adjust it. I mean, it's don't ask me. Some people are that way. Now, where else are we? Drivetrain, flames presets. Okay, let's get rid of these bastards. You saw what color they were. We don't need them. Let's come up here and get some blue flames. Here's the presets to the blue flames. See, when you find something cool on a car you like, capitalize it. Now you can have it on other cars, thank God. All right, so now we got the happy presets. The power's done, the setup's done, the sound's done, the suspension. We did that, didn't we? Didn't we redo that? Yes, 29,500. And where's the back one? No, we didn't. Did we? I don't think we did, man. Where's the front tracking? Right there. 2692. Yes, we did. Because remember? No, we didn't. Oh, yes, we did because it was 14. And that made this a 6. All right, we did. Now, I don't want to monkey with that yet. Let's just remember that that's the deal. Now, here's our tires. Those are the experimental slicks. We're good to hook. I think we're in good shape now. Suspension, setup, sounds, flames, engine, driver. Okay, we're going to have a naked son of a bitch when he jumps into the car, though, because he doesn't have any, okay, we need to put his ass in there. Ferrari drives a custom extreme. Now we need to actually put his clothes on him. So that's what we have to do here. Copy and paste. Boom. Now the guy will have something to wear. Let's go ahead and do the same thing while we're at it. Now I've got several different suits for the guy, and we could take our time. And now here's something else I wanted to show you. Notice the dash top and all this other stuff. If we find one we like, we can just replace what we've got in our car right now with that, and it'll have the color. We didn't have the ability to adjust it in the content manager, but we certainly have the ability to just switch and swap, you know. What the hell? It's like having a tackle box. How would you like these lures in it, or you want these lures in it? It's up to you. And that's the deal. Now, the reason I have to do this is because since we changed the driver, there won't be any he'll be wearing a white jock strap, and I just as soon not go down the road in a white jock strap. It's better than no jock strap, I suppose, unless it was back in the 70s when we used to go streaking, running naked through the through the mall, pecker swinging in the breeze like a stupid ass would do. I don't know why the hell people do shit like that. But it's better than the shit they do today. I mean, they do evil shit that hurts people. I mean, see some naked hippie running, laughing at his fucking head off, stupid bastard. But anyway, I never picked it. Well, we'll leave that alone. Now wait a minute. I want the other guy for this one. It's easy enough to do. I mean, we're coming along good. And you'll see this makes a difference, huge difference. Forgive me. All right, everybody's happy. We got the little kid. This is the one we're working on. Let's get out of here. Let's put our clothes away. Have a nice tidy place. Before we hit this button, let's see if everything works. Okay, we're happy. I don't know why it says that, but it does. Go ahead and drive it. And you're going to see now we have a great ability to adjust the things that will make this car just wonderful. Now, since we changed the engine, there's a good chance it's going to fail right here. If it fails here, we have to give it another sound. That's it. It'll still work just as happy as a mouse, if mice are happy at all. So either it'll work or it'll shit the bed right here. The chances of shitting the bed are huge, so it may. Or not. Okay, let's go over here. We got suspension. Now we can actually do something. Here's our ABR in the front, which is real stiff. Anti-roll bar. Let's bring it down to 14, which is even less. Let's bring it down more. 9.5. 9.5. Dandy. It looks like she's sitting pretty high, but we want to have some good strong suspension. 42 on the millimeters of the springs. And of course, you're going to see it really rise now. And on the back, we probably don't need as much because there's not as much weight. Okay, so let's drop that ride height right down and get that thing back on the wheels where it belongs. Probably going to have to end up around 70, I would think. 69, whatever. Let's do the other side. Usually you have to go out of the game and come back in order to be able to really see what you're doing. I'm kind of just guessing by golly in it, but it'll get us somewhere. Now the back is too high as well, so let's bring that down. This will probably go like to 30 or 20 or 30, yeah, 20 anyway. Now remember, all these numbers are adjustable in your, oh yeah, no, it's already almost on them tires. Okay, 20, and it's still dropping. Not bad though. I'm gonna bring the front one down a little more too. Let's bring it down to like 40. I just can't do it any faster, guys. I know it's a pain in the ass, but that's the way it is. No, we got our height nice. The dampeners, I'm not going to monkey with them because I don't know what's going on with them yet. That we'd have to see. 10% fuel. Let's bring our fuel up. Now the weight of the fuel is going to change our ride in the back, so we got to come out of here. Let's go to 77, which is just something I like to do. Now the tires, 18 in the front, 16 in the back. 26 is optimum, but this is what we're doing. Now, we are going to save it. Okay. We're going to save it right now and load it and go out. And boy, that thing sounds horrible in the headphones. All right, let's just come around the corner here, and we're going to take a look at where we are. Okay, let's just take a peek-a-rooney. All right, number one, let's take a look at this kid. We have got one hell of a slant to the front tires, too much so. We got a slant in the back as well, and we need more clearance than this. So all we have to do is hit the escape, restart session. Now let's go to alignment first of all, and let's adjust the camber out on this a little bit more. Okay, 1.1. Let's do the same side to the other side. 1.1. So we're assuming that it did the same thing. Now that's nice. I like to have just the edge of the wall coming out like that. Let's do the front. Now this is the right front. Yep. Maybe it ain't. Okay. Left front. Okay, it's the other right front. That looks nice. Now where are we here? We're at 08. Beautiful. 08. Now, see what that did for us? It gave us some nice tracking. Now let's go to the suspensions. And I'm just going to increase the spring size in diameter until I get just a little bit more rise in the front. See how it's just barely going up nice? But I think it's good. That means it should stay happy there. Now let's do the same thing in the back. We'll increase the diameter of the spring to give us just... See, if we increase the air shocks, it's going to come down banging on that son of a bitch because the springs aren't strong enough. But if we increase the springs, the son of a bitch will be happy. Now, that looks pretty damn good. So we're happy with this, okay? Beautiful. Now remember, the dampeners. That 11 just looks dodgy. Let's go to 7 just to see what happens. again, I don't understand this shit, so somebody please turn me on to the numbers and what they actually mean and do, or I'll just figure it out as time goes along. Rebound 15, that don't sound right. Let's go down to 7. I want it to be fairly stiff because I don't want to tear them tires up. Those bastards are probably expensive. Now, did I like the alignment? It ain't too shabby. Okay, in that case, we want to save this. Proper setup. Remember, save it and then install it. Now let's go take a look at this kid. It sounds pretty good now, doesn't it? Let's see how it handles. Oh, man. Got something. We got to learn how to drive it, but we got something. Oh, nice wall I just clipped. All right, hang on. You learn as you go, for crying out loud. One, it seems a little underpowered at 20%, so let's go to 30. That ought to liven it up. Yeah, it's live. Okay, let's try this puppy. Now see, when you work on something like this, you're excited. Hooked right up nice. Going like a son of a bitch. We just buried the speedometer. Of course, we just ran out of road too, but you learn as you go. Okay? You're starting to like it already, ain't you? I know I am. See all that time we spent? It wasn't bullshit. Now we got one hell of a nice car. Well, I screwed that up myself. Now, let's just take a quick peek at the kid. How is she? She's a good girl? Do you like her? Now look at those flames. They're almost the same color as the car. Now how about the driver? Now I'd like to get a blue suit for this son of a bitch, but I haven't figured that one out yet. Now the interior, if it was white, I think I would like it better, but I can live with a dark interior. All right, now let's drive it like a human being, not some knucklehead. A single racer approved drive. Now wait, see how fast it drops? That's because the engine still has too much back-off pressure. See, you might not like that because you can't get, you'd have to leave your foot on a little bit to properly shift it, otherwise it'll drop too far down. It's like using an engine brake on a truck. Now, if you want to shift without the clutch, like I just did, oh, now we got something. I don't need the clutch anymore if you leave it like that. It's like a Jake brake. Look at that. Oh, I found something new just now. Well, this is a sweetie heart, man. Yep. Piss on the clutch. Shifts without it like a champ. Oh, and it goes like a bastard. Oh. Well, you gotta learn how to drive this son of a bitch. That's what you do. Oh yeah, it shifts without the clutch like a champ. All right, we're not gonna monkey with that shit. All the way to first. Or neutral. Look at that. Put it right in. Beautiful. What do you think, guys? That's how you do it. You can miss them, though. Let's try a hot lap. Listen to that little bastard. Remember we missed this the first time? Oh, this is great. I bet it would kick the Moderna's ass. You want to try? If you got a little bit more time to spend with the old boy today? I know this is already way long, but should be a little fruits to our labor, huh? Oh, she's a sweetheart. Now see, we took a car that was kind of borderline on boring and made it wonderful. It's just wonderful. Now see, we've got a little bit of bob to the suspension, which I think we could, if I learn how to use those dampeners, we could probably take the bob out of it. Oh, missed that one completely. This car handles better than the Moderna. I've got to be honest. The Moderna was kind of like pushing a brick with a stick. This handles a hell of a lot better. Whoa! But the back off pressure will kill you. Right there. Just like that. You have got to. You can't come here. You cannot come off the pressure as hard as I just did and maintain the car. If you saw what happened, I'll show you why it happened. We've got, I think, 440 pounds of back pressure on the engine, and it's way too much for a car this light. I would have to, when I come off the gas like that, just barely take my foot off the accelerator. You can't jack. I just jacked my foot off like I thought I could do that. You saw what happened. Now watch this. You can see we don't need the monkey with the turning radius. It's good. Some of these cars you have to learn to steer them with your foot. See that? Very gentle. Now we're screwed. But there is a way to learn how to do that. And obviously, if given enough time, I love these guardrails. All the time. Fuck it, I'm taking a shortcut. Well, maybe not. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on, steer, steer. Okay, enough of that. Now I've got a quandary. Do I leave? All right, well, that's not any great shakes, but let's just go take a quick peek at this. You'll find it, obviously, in your data folder where the engine is. Okay. See, 440 is the torque. Now that's killing us as far as you could take your foot off that throttle and it spins the car right around a circle. Guaranteed a stock unit of this would be about 84 to maybe 90. So here's where, but it shifts like a son of a bitch without the clutch. So we have to make a decision. But I'm not going to monkey with it right now. Everything else was fine. I loved the car. It didn't crash, and we had the nice little loops. This is what made that thing a whole difference in the world right there. Let's look at our arrow. Now again, this can be all straightened out. We might have to add another one of these. See, yeah, I'm not going to, I'll do this on my own when you're not looking, but that's the deal. Now here's the AI. Gears up, down. Oh, this might be where he shifts. So give me a minute here. Hang on just a little bit. This isn't that hard. The thing is small, so it doesn't take any length of time. Slip threshold 9 here. Bing. Gas time cutoff. This is all shit that if you become familiar with it, you can, instead of saying, man, this car is good, this car sucks, you can make the cars that you think aren't good the way you want them to be, and then guess what? They don't suck anymore. Because they don't really suck, it's just they were designed by someone who liked it different than you. That doesn't mean the car's a piece of shit. It means that the guy that designed it had something else in mind than what you're trying to get out of it. So now it's your car, so don't be a knucklehead. Spend a few minutes and make the son of a bitch right, or the way you like it, okay? All right, steer, vision, grip. Where the hell's shift? He's going to shift up at 74. The hell with that. Now he's going to shift up at 90, 99. And he's going to downshift at 75. 74. Okay, now the guy's going to go like a dirty bastard. All right. Okay, good enough. See, it doesn't take long to straighten them out. And what's doing it is not the guy's a sloppy dude. What it is that program, a set of course a car tuner screws the thing up. Analog instruments. This, if you have a problem, you can straighten it out with this. If you find out that the damn thing at 60 miles an hour is reading 80 miles an hour, you got a little bit of a deal. And you'll get that by changing transmissions and tires. That's par for the course. Electrics. This is ABS, generally speaking. Good enough. So, where are we? Where are we? We are at the point where we should probably stop, to be honest. And we'll have to do the race another day.